the annals of ancient texts, few figures stand out with the resilience and divine wisdom of Daniel, a prophet whose life and works have transcended centuries. Born into nobility in Judah, Daniel's journey from a captive youth to a revered prophet and statesman in Babylon encapsulates a remarkable narrative of faith, prophecy, and divine intervention. His story is not just a testament to personal integrity, but also a fascinating glimpse into the dynamics of power, dreams, and the divine hand guiding the fate of nations. As a young noble of Judah, Daniel's world turned upside down when King Nebuchadnezzar II of Babylon besieged Jerusalem around 605 BC. Among the treasures taken from the city were not just material goods but also the brightest young minds of Judah, intended to serve in the Babylonian court. Daniel, along with his peers, was uprooted from his homeland and plunged into the heart of the empire that had conquered his people. This deportation began Daniel's unexpected journey into the annals of biblical and prophetic history. In Babylon, Daniel and his companions were immersed in a 3-year program designed to indoctrinate them into Babylonian culture, language, and literature, preparing them for service to the king. Despite the pressures to conform, Daniel displayed remarkable integrity early on, choosing to adhere to his dietary laws rather than defile himself with the royal cuisine. This decision, seemingly minor, set the stage for a demonstration of divine favor, as Daniel and his companions emerged healthier and wiser than their peers, earning them a place in the king's service. Daniel's rise to prominence was not merely a result of his piety or wisdom, but was catalyzed by his unique ability to interpret dreams and visions, a gift that soon caught the attention of King Nebuchadnezzar himself. Faced with a dream that left his own wise men baffled, the king turned to Daniel, who not only interpreted the dream but also provided counsel that revealed the divine will. This act elevated Daniel to a position of significant influence, overseeing the province of Babylon and guiding the wise men under Nebuchadnezzar's rule. As the image fades into view, we see Daniel's rise in the Babylonian court. A youthful Daniel, surrounded by wise men, his face luminous with divine wisdom. He traces ancient scroll lines, symbols of dreams flickering before him. King Nebuchadnezzar observes with intrigue, marking Daniel's transformation from captive to influential prophet. Throughout his time in Babylon, Daniel's prophetic insights and interpretations underpinned his status at the court. His ability to decipher the mysterious writing on the wall during Belshazzar's feast further solidified his reputation as a conduit of divine wisdom. Through successive reigns, Daniel remained a pivotal figure, navigating the intricacies of court politics with unwavering faith and integrity. Daniel's legacy as a prophet extends beyond his immediate impact on Babylonian and Persian politics. His visions, particularly the prophecy of the 70 weeks, have left an indelible mark on religious thought, offering insights into divine plans and the flow of history. As a figure who mastered the art of living faithfully in exile, Daniel's life serves as a powerful lesson in maintaining integrity and faithfulness amidst adversity. Daniel, a major prophet in the Hebrew Bible and the Christian Old Testament, is known for his apocalyptic visions and prophecies that have influenced religious thought across millennia. His book, The Book of Daniel, blends historical narrative with prophetic visions, offering insight into Jewish resilience under foreign rule and a hopeful outlook for the eventual triumph of God's kingdom. Here, I'll outline Daniel's major prophecies, dividing them into sections for clarity. As stated, the Book of Daniel blends historical narrative with prophetic visions, offering insight into Jewish resilience under foreign rule and a hopeful outlook for the eventual triumph of God's kingdom. Daniel sparks a pivotal time in God's plan for the redemption of his people, eventually through the Messiah, Jesus Christ. Let us look at Daniel's major prophecies, dividing them into sections for clarity. King Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon has a troubling dream that only Daniel is able to interpret. The dream features a statue made of various materials: gold, silver, bronze, iron, and clay. Daniel interprets this as symbolizing successive empires that will rule the earth, starting with Nebuchadnezzar's Babylonian Empire, gold, followed by the Medo-Persian, silver, the Greek, bronze, and finally the Roman Empire, iron. The mixed iron and clay feet represent a divided kingdom that will not hold together, and the stone that destroys the statue symbolizes God's eternal kingdom that will replace all others. This prophecy introduces the theme of God's sovereignty over human history and empires, emphasizing the temporary nature of earthly powers compared to the eternal kingdom of God, in which all dominion and power will be given to Jesus Christ. Daniel has a vision of 4 great beasts rising from the sea, each different from the others. These beasts represent 4 kings or kingdoms, paralleling the empires depicted in Nebuchadnezzar's dream. The 4th beast, terrifying and powerful with 10 horns, represents a particularly oppressive empire that will persecute the saints. This beast power is greater than the rest and takes from the previous 3 empires. It is Rome. The horns represent its succession of ruling Caesars, starting with Julius Caesar Augustus, which has significant play down the line to the 70 weeks prophecy, which leads to the shattering of the holy people in 70 AD. A little horn that speaks boastfully represents a king who will make war against the saints, but will ultimately be defeated by God, who will establish an everlasting dominion. This vision reinforces the idea of divine judgment against oppressive empires, and the hope for God's ultimate victory where the saints will receive the kingdom forever, a kingdom not made with hands. Daniel sees a vision involving a ram, representing the Medo-Persian Empire, being defeated by a goat, symbolizing the Greek Empire led by Alexander the Great. The goat's large horn is broken and replaced by 4 smaller horns, representing the division of Alexander's empire among his generals. A small horn that grows large, often interpreted as Antiochus Epiphanes, persecutes the holy people and desecrates the temple, but is eventually destroyed. This prophecy details the conflict between the Hellenistic rulers and the Jewish people, highlighting God's intervention on behalf of his people. In response to Daniel's prayer for his people, the angel Gabriel reveals a timeline for the redemption of Jerusalem and the coming of the Messiah. The prophecy outlines a period of 70 weeks, or 490 years, divided into 3 parts, leading to the end of sin and the establishment of everlasting righteousness. The Anointed One will be cut off after 69 weeks, and the final week will see a ruler who will make covenant with many. However, that covenant will be broken, leading to desolation. This complex prophecy is interpreted in various ways, but is central to Jewish and Christian eschatological expectations, predicting the coming of the Messiah and the ultimate redemption. The prophetic timing, however, leads up to the Jewish wars, as the Jewish historian Josephus wrote of, and the complete destruction of the holy city. This prophecy provides a detailed account of conflicts between the kings of the north and the south, with specific focus on the Seleucid and Ptolemaic dynasties. The narrative describes military campaigns, alliances, and betrayals, culminating in the rise of a tyrant who desecrates the temple and oppresses the Jewish people. However, the prophecy also assures that this tyrant will ultimately be defeated, bringing hope for the restoration of God's people. This vision offers historical and political insights into the struggles faced by the Jewish community under foreign rule, while also emphasizing the ultimate triumph of God's justice and the vindication of his people. Daniel's major prophecies, each offering a unique perspective on the interplay between human history, divine intervention, and the ultimate establishment of God's kingdom. Daniel is the prophet that symbolizes living in captivity and oppression, yet still persevering through faith and promise. No eschatological view within the Jewish and Christian faith is complete without Daniel's insight. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and we hope you enjoyed the thoughts and insights about the prophet Daniel.